All right, I just did the intro with my mic muted. How's that feel? Just kidding. Here we go. Welcome to the Arguably Podcast, episode 2.
Oh my
I'm
God.
Jay.
You said
The word.
arguably podcast.
I said arguably podcast?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Arguably Podcast.
I have final control in the edit. Everything I want goes. So, all right, let me slow it down a little bit. Welcome to the Arguably. I want to change the name. Can we change the name?
You did this.
Welcome to the Argue Podcast.
Yeah!
Just kidding. Welcome to the Arguably Funny Podcast, episode 2. I'm Jay.
I'm Alex.
I'm Gavin. Do you guys ever feel like your balls are going to get twisted in your pants?
Have your balls ever been twisted?
No.
Consensually?
Like sometimes you're like adjusting down there and you're like, which way am I supposed to spin this?
No, they're already tangled.
That is a crazy example.
You're like, oh, this is kind of sideways. I hope I don't go the wrong way.
I don't ever worry about that personally.
He's actually full tuckage is what he's saying. He's all up there ink. No sway.
It's been winter, so got some shrinkage. Let's just say.
I am perma shrunk, but then when I leave, I'm like super growth.
Super growth. Oh my God. You got hit by Doofenshmirtz's beam on your way out of work? Balls just hit the floor.
That's why I'm mad in the sun. I'm like, man, dude, I just can't wait for the cold to come back.
No, I feel like my brain is connected in a way that I understand what ball is what ball. So there's never any ambiguity about if I'm charging up a top.
Now, here's a different question. You can tell a ball from a ball, but can you tell a chicken egg from a turkey egg?
I don't think.
Have I ever seen a turkey egg? Yeah, wait a minute. This is a good question.
Do turkeys lay eggs?
I mean, they have to. They're a bird.
Yeah, they do. So, I was at work.
Alex, wait a minute. We had an from Alex. Go ahead and finish that sentence, please.
I was just going to say not all birds lay eggs, but I don't even know if that's true, so probably not true. Penguins? Do penguins lay eggs?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well,
massive eggs.
Here we go. Next subject.
You see how big an ostrich is? Big ass fucking eggs, dude.
True.
So, I was at work, and there's the egg thing going on. Eggs are expensive. Bird flu, they say.
Hear that on True Social?
I will not be taking any questions at this time.
If I didn't have a mouthful of water, I would have asked how high. Bird flu, they say. This guy was talking like Yoda.
Yeah, I like that one.
Fox 13. Bird flu, they say. Witnesses describe a tragic scene.
Oh, I'm crying. Oh, man.
Actually, I just found out all birds don't lay eggs. Only the female birds do.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I was at the store I work at. Egg shortage. The birds flew.
So they say.
So they say. And people are just grabbing them off the shelves like crazy. We have like $14 eggs. And then at the start of the week, we have cheap eggs that go by fast. They're gone in a day. And so everyone's crowding around talking about the prices. And this lady picks up the cheaper eggs. She looks at it. She holds them up to me and she says, "Can I ask you a question?" I go, "Yeah." And she goes, These eggs aren't from a turkey, are they?" And I kept my composure. I was like, no, I don't think so. She's like, "Okay, good." She walks away, and everyone else who's there is looking at me, and they're like, "What?"
I think I understand. Go ahead.
You probably do understand because these eggs are from turkeys, the country of Turkey.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Maybe they're not. Okay, probably not our eggs, but I did see this article. Turkey plans to export 420 million eggs to the United States. So now I don't know if she misunderstood this article or if I misunderstood her. But
Sounds like she didn't want any foreign eggs.
Well, she didn't want to be tricked. She was onto our scheme to replace all the chicken eggs with turkey eggs.
With turkey eggs.
You know, because turkeys aren't birds. They can't get bird flu.
Have you been on my True Social? You read that?
We don't have a Truth Social. We won't have one. Well, I have a story involving a woman and a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Except mine
Typical.
wasn't resolved. Oh my God. You may find this guy on Truth Social.
That's because you're perma-shrunk, pal.
Yeah, before we wrap up this, can I ask, what was the situation like down under? Did you have a twist going on that you were trying to crouch down and
Same
pull out?
time.
Yeah.
Hold on, lady. I'm about to tear my nutsack off.
I mean, some things take priority.
That certainly would.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to derail this too far into the episode, but I do have a way I can talk about this.
Oh, we got an ad read?
Yeah, I'd like to thank our sponsor, a person I talked to about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, I want your advice on this. I want you to listen to this story, and I just want you to tell me what you think and how crazy this shit is. Was going through my old texts, just clearing some stuff out, because it's like, hey, we're not going to do the automated text stuff anymore. Like, if you want to get rid of it, you can. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go through. Now's a good time. And just to stay organized and stuff. And I found old text messages from a girl I used to talk to online, obviously, in my situation, online. And this was like 7 years ago. It was like a little bit of a situation ship, you know? Nothing was ever fully official. Probably because she was a cam girl.
My
Not
God.
where I met her. Not where I met her. You gotta believe me. We would hang out a bunch, like every day.
Hang out, huh?
Oh yeah, we'd hang out, we'd hang low, we'd hang high.
Yeah, you were hanging out.
Hang out, huh?
I was hanging low, for sure. How can I segue this back? We spent a lot of time together over like a 4-month span, right? We'd watch movies together, like whatever, everything. And so the confusion comes into how much time was spent with me, because I recently found out that she is married and
my.
was married the whole time. I saw the text messages, and they were from like 2 years ago too. It was just a quick thing. She had a picture of herself holding a baby, and she told me it wasn't her.
It was
baby.
yours?
No. Yeah, my internet baby.
Oh, finally.
We got a massive Sims family. She just printed them out. Big 3D scan. She was holding this baby, and it like iMessage automatically updated the picture because obviously I don't talk to her. I didn't put the picture there. And she's like, yeah, no, it's not my baby. It's my sister's baby. Whatever. I don't, what do I know? We don't talk. And that was 2 years ago. That was just like a random time we were catching up. And then last night, saw the name, saw those texts, started putting 2 and 2 together. Probably shouldn't have. I'm like, what's this lady up to now? Couple unfortunate Facebook searches later, I found a picture of her and her husband from 2018.
Congrats.
From her mom that said happy 1 year anniversary, which means that they were together while some crazy shit was going on, and I wasn't even the only person. And she was a cam girl the whole time.
You were one of like thousands, it sounds like, so.
I wasn't paying for the service, though. I
Like,
wasn't
no,
a
you had-
customer.
No.
You sure? I heard you were a big tipper.
Thank you. The baby saw on her mom's Facebook, it said both of their names, and it was invite to a baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that this woman has ever told me the truth, ever.
No. It sounds like she was a trickster.
Yeah, but how was she living this double life? Like, she was married.
Well, you ever seen Hannah Montana?
You get the
You know?
ammo out front.
You know,
It's kind of like that.
that's a great point.
You'd be surprised what people can lie about and do.
Like, I could have gone the rest of my life thinking, okay, that situation ship happened, right? Nothing was ever official. We were just fucking around. To what degree do you owe somebody like that the truth? I don't know. I like to be honest with people, but to go on for that long, and it like, I didn't even get suspicious. Sometimes you could tell people like their plans fall through and shit doesn't add up, and then people get caught in their lies. I was friends with her before, and I still kind of talked to her after when I went to college, and not once did I ever think anything was going on. And to find this shit out like 7 years later, randomly, oh, she lied about her kids, she lied about her husband, she lied about her life. Like, holy shit.
Maybe she lied about some stuff, and it's like, I don't have to explain all this weird dumb shit that I misexplained, and so I'm just gonna keep doubling down.
Yeah.
Like it's easier to just live the lie and keep being friends than backtrack on this one thing, and now it's 50,000 things and a baby.
50,000 things in a baby. Just got the title.
How about you go, Alex?
I don't have anything.
Who named the different styles of cooking eggs, and why are they all made for children? Can I not be a 24-year-old man who orders sunny side up? Can you just cook my fucking egg?
Over easy.
Over easy. How about, I don't know, cook it and flip it over and give me a fucking egg? What are all these stupid names for?
Scrambled. What's your favorite kind of egg?
I mean, I'm a big egg enjoyer. I don't like saying the names though, because it makes me feel like a little boy. Hey, right here. 2 eggs.
Wait.
Boom, boom. Right there. Cook them. Put them there. I like a little bit of runny yolk.
Was this one of your notes?
Yeah.
You didn't go straight to the eggs from my eggs?
Yeah.
That was a great segue.
Yeah. My bad.
Sorry.
You got me. I love eggs. They're great.
Great food.
I think I wish I did. High protein.
You think you wish you did. Let's dive into that.
High protein. They look like they should be good.
You just can't get by the smell, huh?
They smell weird, and the texture is always weird. The scramble, omelet.
One too many syllables in there.
Omelet.
Yeah, so you work at a grocery store, right? Here, I got a segue. You know what's crazy? I had a few topics. 2 out of 3 of the ones I'm about to bring up are about the grocery store, and I went right past it. Does your store that you work at do the receipt at the exit thing?
No. Check the receipt?
All right.
No.
Yeah. So that got me thinking, what would you have to bring into Costco for people that check your receipt to interact with you before you go through the front doors? Like Costco TSA agents. What do you have to bring into the store for
Like
them to be like,
pre-check?
wait a minute. Yeah. Yes, before you go in, you're like, wait a minute. What the fuck is that?
I'll catch up with you guys. I got Costco pre-check. They're gonna be the pat down in the back.
Like, what if you walked into the store with a cart full of groceries?
Are they
like,
bagged?
No.
Oh, so I buy them, bag them, bring them to Costco, unbag them.
Yep. Put it in a cart and walk through the front door. Like, I just want to know what they're looking for when you're walking through the door for them to completely stop helping people leaving and to just interact with you. I mean, it doesn't have to be groceries. I'm saying anything. Like, if you walk through the front door with a kayak, I'm sure they're gonna be like, "Hey, man, you can't bring this fucking boat into here."
You
Depends,
cross it over to like, you just can't have that. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to know what the line is, because obviously it's not their job to be like the security of who goes in, right? They're just like, "Hey, you got your shit. You're not stealing or whatever. Okay, you can leave."
I think they're also greeters.
Oh, are they?
Well, maybe,
I don't know. I worked this idea backwards from, I just had the idea grocery TSA agent. That's all I had the idea, and I had to work it backwards.
You know, it was a massive lie. When you were a kid, I thought like you couldn't open your food until you paid for it. Like a bag of chips, I couldn't like open it, like, or a drink more likely. I couldn't like open my water if I was buying it. I had to pay for it, and then I can open it outside the store.
No, yeah, you can open it in the store. We all
Nobody's
look at you
gonna
and say,
stop
"What the
you."
fuck is wrong with that guy?" We
Yeah.
do. At both the stores I've worked at, we do. We're like, "Why? Just pay for it first." But you could.
Oh, so you guys do judge.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't work there, and I judge too.
Really? What if I'm like super thirsty and like I go into the store for a water?
Most of the time, it's parents with kids, and that's fine. But sometimes it's people chomping down from their food, like the weighted food. They're eating the weight.
Yeah.
The guy shows up with a half a rotisserie chicken.
I guess that makes sense, but I'm talking about like if I grab a soda out of the fridge and I'm at the checkout register and I crack it open before I pay, but I'm like walking to the register, you know?
Yeah, no, there's no
I thought that
rule
was
against
illegal,
it.
you know?
Yeah. No.
Illegal.
Now, if I saw that, I'd be like, this fucking guy can't wait 6 seconds to drink a soda. You got every right to do it, but I got every right to judge.
Well, my original thought was, what if I'm just super thirsty? Jay said, why couldn't I wait? But what if I'm just
Well, you're
really
telling me after
thirsty?
all of your grocery shopping, you're 6 feet away from the door and you're like, I gotta crack this Dr. Pepper open right now. I just walked 3 miles through this fucking maze of a store and I gotta crack this Dr. Pepper open right
I
now.
mean, have you had a Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, I was gonna say Alex wants to be in a Dr. Pepper commercial.
Yeah.
When you're craving a Dr. Pepper so bad, you can't even wait to pay.
I'd let Dr. Pepper give me a prostate exam.
All right,
All right.
we can call this the grocery store episode because I got one thing.
Okay.
You want to talk about the grocery store?
You want to talk about the grocery store is what it sounds like. Everything you fucking talk about is about the grocery store.
Instacart, DoorDash. You may have seen it's kind of like a viral skit of like they come in, you're like, "Hey, what are you here for?" And they just hold the phone up to your face. They don't say anything to you. Kind of rude.
Yeah.
That's whatever. You know what my thing is? They don't do shit. It's probably the same like 3 dudes and I just don't recognize their face. They come in and they come up to me and they hold up their phone, their list of 8 items, 8 total items, and they point at the first one and they go, "Where's this?" And I'm like describing it and they're like, "Stupid." And so I walk them over. I'm like, "Here it is." And they're like, "Okay, and what about this one?" "Oh, okay, so that one's actually right over here." And I walk them over. I go, "Wait, how about this one?" And they go through the whole list. Stop and Shop and the place I work and Stop and Shop. You can start narrowing down the list. Start crossing off names. Stop and Shop, Walmart. They do like a picker thing. You send the list, they get the items, they make the shopping cart, the bags, they bring it out to you. That's a job. They're paid to do that. These people who are just asking me, I'm the picker. They're getting paid to do nothing. They're literally just picking up the groceries and going back. Less than a delivery driver. In my head, it's like, I'm a crossing guard. I'm spinning the sign around. I'm not really spinning the sign around. I'm waiting for a cop to pass by so I can be like, "Hey, you think this looks good? You think I should do it?" What am I there for? This is useless.
You should be splitting. You should get a 50-50 rev split on that delivery.
Should be doing a split on the tip.
Oh my God. Speaking of that, hey, you want to get into your footlong? I don't know what you were talking about in the first episode. I don't know. I thought it was the sandwich, and then I started talking about your sandwich, your diabolical sandwich, and then you went, it's not about anything you're thinking about.
Well, yeah, you wanted to know what I know about footlongs.
Yeah. Apparently everyone keeps talking about your footlong, so I think we should put this to bed here.
Well, that's good because I have the facts right here.
All right, let's see it.
The measurement we use today is called foot. And it was actually the length of King Henry I's foot.
Oh, yes, I'm familiar.
You remember that? We learned that.
Yeah.
That is what I know about footlongs.
Okay.
But I'll give you a little bit more here. The inch was the length of 3 grains of barley end to end.
Oh.
So if you ever needed to measure an inch, just go in your pocket, pull out your 3 grains, lay them end to end.
Yeah, that looks like an inch.
The length between someone's outstretched arms, it's called a fathom. And my final, this is not a footlong fact, but these go in the footlong section. A yard today is 36 inches. Long ago, it was the distance between your nose and your thumb when your arm is stretched out. You want to do that for me?
I'm doing it right now.
What the fuck does that mean? Wait a minute, are we doing the Elon thing right now?
No, I'm straight to the right. I'm giving a big thumbs up right to my right.
Yeah, I'm straight in front of me, so
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I'm giving a thumbs up.
I wonder what like medieval Tinder profiles were like. Like people were messaging in DMs and, or sending the pigeons back and forth, and it's like, how many barleys are you? I have a massive scheme. The first episode we kind of started getting into the milk business a little too far.
I'm not really sure what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, so let me give you some backstory. The first episode, we kind of were talking about the milk crate chop shop business. And I think Gavin's
Alright.
math might have been a little bit wrong, but we ended up going down a rabbit hole that led us to the fact that milk crates are only so big to hold so many milks. And milks are kind of a loss leader for a lot of places, or the profit margins are very slim. So the milk crate, out of everything to do with milk, is like the single most expensive thing. And if a milk crate gets stolen, you lose the value of all of the milk that was even in the crate.
Wow.
So people were stealing these things, a little chop shop enterprise, whatever.
This is insane. I've never heard someone listen to me so clearly.
Yeah.
I'm like hearing my own words literally back to me.
And
never happened before.
after we came to that conclusion about this massive milk crate conspiracy, we were pressing it a little bit too far, and that's when this guy got coined Big Milk, because he's as close to Big Milk as I'm ever going to get, is what he said to me.
I was silenced.
We were scared of the CFO, the CEO, the COO of Big Milk LLC. Well, I've got another thing I'd like to maybe get to that level on: charity.
Oh,
You
boy.
give these people money, right?
I don't know if we want to attack those people.
Oh,
nah.
boy.
I'm letting them have it. Like 4 years ago, I donated $20 to a charity. I'm a great guy. I haven't donated since, and here's why. Every single month, without a shadow of a doubt, guess what lands in my mailbox?
Yep.
A letter saying, hey, thanks for your
Wait.
donation.
Can I guess what it says?
Sure.
Sucker. Just like the DoorDash guys.
Yeah, they're like, we need money. Where can we find money? Can you put money in here? We need money. Please help us find money.
You're the guy.
No, every single month for the last 4 years. So 48 times I have gotten a letter from this place. And guess what? If I live for another 60 years, I'm going to get another 60 times 12 amount of letters until I fucking die. I gave them $20.
720.
Thank you. I gave them $20. They have sent me $40 worth of mail. What the fuck is going on?
They're investing back into you.
They are blowing their money. I'm one person who gave them $20. How many people are they sending letters to?
Oh my god, yeah.
Every
For
letter
every-
is $1.
For every person that sends some small amount of money, that's another dollar added onto the total of letters sent every
They're like,
month.
oh man, we raised $1 million for kids this month. Too bad it took us $60 million in paper to raise $1 million. We can't spend the $60 million on the kids. People have to give us the money first.
It's probably a write-off.
But it's a charity. What does it matter about a write-off? They're not in it for the money. Why
Well-
aren't they just using the money on the things? Why are they soliciting more?
Well, that is, I'd say that's a charitable donation as a single entity. So they're like, this guy might do it again.
Sounds like you've got diamond hands.
Yeah, now they're in too deep. Now they're chasing their their losses. This
Sunk-
guy's got to give us
sunk
$20. We got to break even on the mail.
They're holding the pickaxe with the diamonds on the other side of the wall.
So what we're saying is charities are gambling addicts. Let's go.
That's what they're doing by sending empty letters to your fucking door. They're gambling on you sending them money back.
This kind of reminds me of something that happened to me. So when I was like 18, I had something stolen from my car. I called the police, naturally, to see if they could figure some shit out. Detective came, said, yeah, I'll do what I can. Guy didn't do shit. I mean, not really his fault. Couldn't really do much. We didn't have cameras back then. Like, he basically gave me his number, said, I'll see what I can find out. Never found out shit. Never got my things back. Never heard from the guy again. But every year, guess who sends me a thing in the mail to donate to them, huh? Police department. Every
Yep.
single year. Please donate to us. We've helped this many people. Fuck you guys.
But not me. I had another thing that bothered me involving shit that gets printed and also given away. I was at a football game a couple months ago, and they had this thing on the screen that said, free Big Mac for every sack Every time that the Jets got a sack on the opposing quarterback, they gave away a Big Mac to everybody in the audience. Or everybody in the stadium, I guess I should say. Guess how many people MetLife Stadium holds?
70,000.
150,000.
80,000. I didn't count how many sacks total because the only reason I registered this was the guy behind me. But there was a drive where the Jets sacked the quarterback 3 times in a row. And every single time that this guy got sacked, a guy 2 rows behind me would go, "Yo, that's another Big Mac." This guy was absolutely cashing in
He's feeding.
on free Big Macs. And that got me thinking, just in 20 seconds of football, 240,000 free Big Macs were given out.
Let's go.
Obviously, they're not going to get redeemed, right? Because you have to actually go to a McDonald's. I'm sure there's some bullshit clause about having to, like, it's with a purchase or something. But
Yeah. naturally.
somehow, with the people that were in attendance, there was a chance that McDonald's could have given away 240,000 hamburgers in 20 seconds.
Big Mac has 2 hamburgers on it, so
Something so unrelated to food. Somebody tackled a guy to the ground and 80,000 cows cried.
Well, that's not true because the Super Bowl is a conspiracy about food.
not the Super Bowl, the whole football. and
The whole
Football
shebang.
was made to make you hungry.
I've got a current note. How do you guys want to die?
How do I want to die?
Hopefully asleep.
Preferably not by ball twisting. That'd probably be my
That'd be a
least
terrible
favorite.
way.
Yeah.
Probably not by Big Milk either.
No.
Milk boarded.
What about gunned down by a firing squad?
If I was trying to make a statement, like if I was already dying and I'm like, out of all the ways to go, I'm just going to see what happens. Maybe I'll live. I don't know. Roll the dice. Maybe these people suck.
That's too much anticipation because you have to just stand there.
Well,
Well,
I like the way that you were going, Jay. South Carolina prepares for first firing squad execution since 2010.
Since 2010?
Yeah, they had one in 2010, which is crazy to hear already, but there's
Yeah.
one happening now. Brad Sigmund, condemned South Carolina prisoner, opted for firing squad over the use of lethal injection. He was protesting the effectiveness of lethal injection, I think.
The effectiveness of the death penalty by dying.
I think we got to up the caliber. I think this is a
Well,
grim
yeah.
topic that you're bringing up. Well, let's just bust out the cannon. No question about it. No fluid in the lungs. No, just grazed my leg. Just, wheel out the cannon from 1776.
Can you ask for anything? What would you ask for?
That's a good one. Probably like a header. Take a header off Mount Everest, off the Grand Canyon.
I think I'd trust old fashioned, like a samurai decapitation.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I was
God.
going to say guiguillotine. I
Yeah,
think
keep
I'm
something
going with
simple.
guillotine.
I was trying to think of something fun, like a water slide into a wood chipper, but I don't know how to make that fast and easy for me.
Did you know that the last guillotine execution was in the 70s?
Let's
I
go.
heard that. I feel like that'd be better than the firing squad.
I think so. I mean, I feel like that's pretty quick and painless, right?
You guys all want to get your head chopped off, whatever. I don't want to feel the restraint because your head getting chopped off is with your arm stuck through these things and you're just staring down and you can't move. Even though falling to your death may be more like you have more anticipation for it, it's like I'm in total control of everything that's happening around me until my sudden stop.
Yeah, but you're so out of control. You can't move. You're falling.
Well, yeah, but I got the timer. It's like, I jump out of a plane, no parachute. That's how I want to die. I'm in my own head for 2 minutes and 30 seconds until
The
it's
longest 2 minutes ever.
Yeah, but I'm not dead until the last frame.
Is it weird that I think about falling out of a plane a lot?
Yes.
I think about that, like what that feels like, or like someone jumping off a high place. This is really morbid.
I think you need a psychiatrist, maybe.
Give me a quick, clean death. Have Ned Stark chop my fucking head off with ice. Send me on my way.
You gotta listen to some guy giving a speech about how big of a piece of shit you are. Yeah, we conquered Alex. Look at this little bitch. He's got his head stuck in this fucking thing. He puts his foot on your back. Yeah, this guy couldn't do shit.
I guess it depends how I'm or why I'm
Yeah.
dying, I guess. But
That's why I specified I want a Japanese samurai.
And then a big circle, a big crowd, people wearing their little fucking a circle around the whole fucking thing. People fucking losing their mind.
honestly, that's kind of sick. You know, being hanged to death kind of seems like the worst way they could have chosen.
I absolutely agree. But you think it's sick to be the villain in this thing being murdered, but you don't think it's cool to turn into Iron Man on a crash course for the last fucking 2 minutes of your life? You go soaring through the fucking sky and go paint yourself on the side of a mountain.
Jarvis.
Some guy's emoting on your fucking corpse in a crowd of 60 people.
Well, if you look at it like that, yeah, you kind of bitched, you know.
All right, well, we did it. Check back in next week for some footlong facts. Maybe less morbid. We'll get out of the grocery store, head into the real world.
Head into the guillotine. See ya.
See ya.
Goodbye.